if she's going to meet up with Drake, I hate to use this example, but guys, you got to hold yourself to the same standard as Drake. You think if she meets with Drake, she's going to tell him, oh, I don't do this on the first date. Bro, no. You guys ever heard the song Walk It Like I Talk It? Drake says it hit on the first night because we grown. You know what I'm saying? Like, back to the city, now she home. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to understand, you got to hold yourself to that same standard, you know? So with that said, don't deal with chicks that are trying to like leverage their sexuality against you in return for some kind of compliance, because that automatically means that she doesn't see you as high value enough. That's a telltale sign. Shout out to the club with the $2.99 super chat. Just showing love to you guys. Thank you so much,
Rich. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it. Make sure you guys go sub to his YouTube channel, The Club. Follow him on Instagram. He puts out some pretty fire content.
Cool, dude.
So I guess we'll get into the next one here. Prince, anything else you want to touch on that one as far as like time wasters go?
Yeah, man. And I feel like guys also have to like interpret like if the girl has low interest, because a lot of girls, they'll waste your time because they have low interest and they're just bored and they'll just text you all day. That's like a no-no. Like, guys, trust me. Like, if a girl wants to see you, she's gonna make it as easy as possible for you to set that date and see you as soon as possible. Because think about it. If she really wants to see you, she's not gonna be texting all day. She'll be like, hey, you know, so when are you free, whatever. So your thing is to set that date as soon as possible. Don't waste time on the phone all the time and then make it count. So there you go.
Boom. So that was number 10, and we're counting down, as you guys know. This is going to be number 9, aka the second thing that you should want to avoid characteristic as far as a female counterpart goes.
Round 2, fight.
So with this one, guys, this one's a little bit more subtle, but actually we came up with this list before this broke the news yesterday. And number 9 is chicks that emulate female rappers. Wow.
Whoa. Crazy, bro.
Talk about perfect timing, because we literally made this list a couple days ago before the news broke out. As you guys know, obviously everyone is talking about Cardi B and her filing for divorce and everything like that. And contrary, like, regardless, obviously everyone in the sphere is talking about it right now. Like, oh, she belongs to the streets, whatever. Like, bro, we've been saying that for years, that she belongs to the streets.
Facts.
The main thing that you guys want to take away from here is that you don't want to deal with women that emulate female rappers. What do I mean by this? Women that are hyper masculine, women that like, idolize Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, any of these female rappers that promote some type of like crazy promiscuity, acting like a dude, having very masculine traits, talking like a guy. Like, these are all very unattractive traits that you probably don't want to look for if you're looking to settle down with a girl. These are some red flags that you don't want to deal with.
Facts. And you know, it's funny, man. Like, I feel like a lot of girls think it's cool to be a hit to like the rap game. And trust me when I say that, that's a turnoff. Actually, we had one of our patrons on. It was Matt, actually. We were doing the review of the Selena Powell Thoughts Next Door podcast. And he said, I said, hey, yo, Matt, because he was on the panel. I said, yo, Matt, what do you think about the girls on this panel? Would you ever date any of these girls? He's like, hell no. Because guess what? One, they're too masculine, they're loud as hell, and they're dirty, guys. Like, in my opinion, any girl that emulates female rappers, bro, like, she can't be serious, because guess what? We as guys, we don't want that. And even if we did it, only for one night, not for like a long period of time. So my thing is, if you're a female trying to act like a rapper and like be on that boss stuff and be like, you know what I'm saying, alpha female, like, that's a turn off for guys, because we don't want that in the first place. So I'm just saying on public, so we don't want that, ladies. Okay, so I'll offer it.
Facts. Andrew K with the 499 super chat. How to deal with having too many girls? How to start process of elimination? All right, yo. Fresh, can you keep that save that real quick, and we'll answer it, guys. We'll do the Q&A at the end, so hold your questions at the end, but don't worry, we will answer that super chat for you.
Andrew, that's a very good question, by the way, but we'll get to it at the very end.
We'll definitely answer that, just so we don't mess up the flow of things right now. But thank you for the super chat, but we will definitely answer that, Andrew. Fresh is making a note of it right now. Mm-hmm. But going back to what I was saying, so the thing you guys got to understand is that men and women are designed to complement each other, right? You need a masculine, you need a feminine, okay? Like, it's hilarious too, because like a lot of women have this connotation in their head that like, if I act like a female rapper, I emulate, the crazy weave, the crazy nails, act aggressive, masculine, whatever, that it's going to make me attractive, right? Because people are impressionable nowadays, and they think that's the cool thing to do. But here's the reality: if you started acting like whatever, and you start acting feminine, would girls like that? No, they would actually be repulsed. They would not want to deal with you whatsoever. So there's nothing wrong for you as a man having boundaries to telling a girl like, hey, I don't like it when you talk like that. I don't like it when you act like that. Like, I'm not trying to date a guy. You know what I'm saying? And And sometimes you need to like tell them this like overtly, like, yo, don't act like you want to act masculine and stuff like that around your friends. That's one thing, but don't do that with me. And here's the thing. She's going to respect the fact that you have boundaries. And then also she's going to understand like, oh, okay, I actually have to act like a lady. And remember, guys, you're the leader. This is why I always tell you when you're dealing with women, you need to be comfortable telling her things that you don't like, things that you're not going to tolerate, and have boundaries, because that's going to signify you as a high value male. And then she's going to want to follow your leadership anyway. You know what I'm saying? The relationships only work when the man is in the leadership role. It doesn't work the other way around. Women are fundamentally incapable of leading a man within the confinements of a romantic relationship, period. No matter what any feminist or anybody wants to say, politically correct person, like, women are not, they're hardwired to follow and defer to a strong male's authority. You know what I mean? The thing is, though, she ain't going to submit if she doesn't see you as strong. So if she's acting all masculine, all this other stuff, and you tell her, hey, cut that stuff out, and she clearly doesn't respect you, and you need to walk away anyway. Because if a girl doesn't respect you, you don't want to deal with her, because you guys got to understand, for a woman to love you, she's got to respect you first. You know what I mean?
Just the mentality of those girls, bro. Like, dude, think about it, right? One, they're chasing the bag. So they don't care about you for the most part. They just want the bag. Two, how to finesse you. Like Cardi B sings about how she drugs dudes and then takes your money. Like those girls, bro, like they literally out there to like get whatever they can out of you and then dip to the next dude. So the mentality of those girls is kind of crazy. So like as a regular guy in the streets, like you mean, oh, she's bad, she looks good, whatever. Nah, bro, she's about the bag. So if you want to be that bag, go right ahead. But we're just saying, guys, be careful, because that's a red flag right there that she's in that mentality. It's coming for whatever you got. So be careful about that.
Yeah, man. So guys, don't be scared to like let her know this is not. I'm not tolerating this. You know what I'm saying? You got to let her know.
Put some respect on my name.
You know,
Right.
what I'm saying?
You understand?
Like that, and she's gonna respect you more for it too. You know, because she ain't gonna like it if you start acting feminine, getting your nails done, acting like a chick or whatever. She's gonna hate that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to exert your boundaries as well and let her know that, hey, you like masculine men, I like feminine women. Straight up. So cool. So next, anything else fresh you want to add before we get to the next one?
No, man. I mean, actually, I had a chick DM me, bro. Asking for dating advice, right?
Story time? Hold on, is this story time?
Yeah, I didn't even tell you this, bro, but I'll say it on here. This chick, right, is like, yo, I make 6 figures. Like, well, first she asked me, hey, Fresh, I seen your podcast with Myron Gaines, whatever. She said, yo, do you get dating advice to women? I'm like, not really, but like, I can help you out a little bit. So she's like, okay, I make 6 figures. I have my own stuff, my own house, my own money.
Oh
like,
my God.
I'm looking for a guy, a high value guy. And I'm like, okay, question, how old are you? She's like 33.
Oh.
I'm like, okay, that's strike one. All right, number 2. Why do you want high value male? What can't you get on your own? Oh, it's hard out there. And then answer the last question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you willing to submit to a man and be submissive and also help him with his goals? You know what she told me, bro?
Hold on. Guys in the chat, what do you guys think she said?
6 figures, 33, looks like a 6 or 7 at best. And what was the answer to the question? Is she gonna submit or not? And
guys, what you guys think?
And the answer was, actually, you know what? I'll pull it up right now, bro. I'm gonna give you the exact verbiage that she told me, right? Because I was like, yo,
you guys are some insider stuff right now, exclusive.
She told me, here we go. Oh, yeah. I don't fall into the compliant, submissive type. I don't need to be taken care of. So, oh well.
And that is why so many successful career women are single, because they want a guy that earns more money than them, that's more successful than them, because we all know women date up, especially career women. They're very picky on who they deal with.
Yep.
They don't want to submit. And, a lot of them have been brainwashed by this, feminist propaganda that men and women are equal. But let me tell you something. You guys want to have fun with a feminist? I'm going to give you guys a little bit of game right now when they be on that equality trip. You'll be like, hey, so, yeah, we're equal, right? Yeah, we're equal. All right, cool. So if we're in bed one time and, a robber breaks in or whatever, you can handle that, right? I'm just going to look at you and say, hey, I dealt with the last intruder. You got this one, right? Obviously, she's going to be like, oh, hell no. And then that's when you let her know, yeah, because men and women aren't equal, sweetheart. Like, we're completely different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the reality. And it's okay that we're different. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to human rights, civil liberties, whatever it may be, Obviously, you want to work, go to school, all that. Yeah, they have all the same rights and privileges, of course. But when it comes to like the confinements of a romantic relationship, we ain't equal. There's always got to be one leader, man. Nothing gets done by committee. There's a president for a reason. There's a CEO for a reason. There's always someone making the final decisions. And guess me, if it's the woman leading, it's not going to work. The only thing she'll lead you to is to end the relationship. So that's a little freebie right there for you guys that were wondering as far as like, what that girl said. Okay, so we'll move on to the next one.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you don't want masculine chicks, guys. Women that emulate female rappers. We should make this. You don't want masculine women. That's a better one. So like, these super strong career women that don't want to submit, anything like that. That's cool. Enjoy your cats. So, because there are career women out there that still want a strong man that they'll defer to. I've dated a few of those. But like these chicks that like don't want to submit and think like we're equal and I ain't listening to you. All right, cool. Then be prepared to be single. Cool. Next, actually, this dovetails perfectly into the next one. Prince, you want to hit this one?
Yes, sir. All right. So we have another one on the list here. It's going to be girls with a lot of debt. Ooh. You want to take that one, bro?
Okay. Yeah. So,
wait.
Actually,
we'll
handle it. So yeah, okay. we'll do girls that have a lot of debt. So guys, obviously nowadays in 2020, there are more women going to college now than ever before. As a matter of fact, women outnumber men in college universities way more than men do. But most universities nowadays, about 60+% of college attendees are female. And we all know that college, it's kind of a scam, man. Like if you're going to school and like your career path doesn't like require a degree, it's kind of a waste of time to get a degree unless like you need it for what you're going to do. So like if you're going to be a lawyer, a doctor, whatever it may be, excellent, go do it, because you're going to need that education. But a lot of people, let's keep it real. College is an acceptable way to spend 4 years where you can party, do drugs, and do a bunch of other stupid stuff. So, and unfortunately, even though job openings haven't increased as much to keep up with the inflation of college prices, you know what I'm saying? Like you go to a state university, even it's like 20, 30 grand a year, and obviously a lot of people are accumulating debt, but women hold most of the debt in the United States, and most of the college loan debt is also held by women. So this is something that you guys got to look out for with a chick that you're going to take on seriously, because if you were to get anything serious with this woman, her debts are going to become your debts.
It's funny because Aaron, be in the chat, shout out to my brother there, man. He said the same thing. He said, look, her debt is your debt. I laughed my ass off. So think about it, guys, right? Girls go through life either with daddy's money or their money, but they spend it as fast as they get it. So then when they meet a man of means or a man of value, they think that, okay, off rip, he's going to take care of me. So imagine you meet a girl, right? Beautiful girl, really nice, right? But she has tons of debt. So you know what I'm saying? You wife her up, you know what I'm saying? You're chilling with her, and eventually you marry her, right? And what happens is that like she'll play along the whole time, knowing she has a lot of debt. The moment you marry her, boom. Hey, honey, I forgot to tell you, but I have to pay all these student loans. You're like, wait, are we gonna buy a house? Oh no, I gotta pay these off first. So off rip, like her debt becomes your debt. And then you got a whole nother problem because you're married to her. So either you pay it off or you're in that hole with her the whole time. So my thing is, look, if you made a chick, right, make sure for you know what? I got a friend named his channel's same as mine is debt, right? On YouTube, Long Young. And he helped me with my debt as well when I was first coming out of my debt. And he says anything he goes on a date, he asks the chick, what is your credit score? And how much debt do you have? He says those two questions there qualifies if you should even talk to her after the date or if you should leave on the spot. So once again, what's your credit score? And then do you have any debt? And those two questions there, bro, once you answer those questions, you know for a fact where she's at. And if your man means a man of value, you could decide at that point, you know what, do I want to deal with this? Or do I want to back out now because it's going to be stress for me later on? So just tough choice there. Oh, yeah.
And we got John from Bulldog Mindset in the house. $1 super chat, given heavy game as always. Runner credit if you suspect anything. Yo, facts.
Right.
For you guys that don't know, John doesn't like to brag about it, but I will brag for him. He's a multimillionaire for a reason.
Multi.
You know what I'm saying? So that's 100% fact. Like, guys, if her debt levels are
It's over 9,000.
you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You gotta start like thinking like, what am I gonna do here? Am I gonna like deal with this girl, or am I just gonna run the other way? Because you guys gotta understand, like, when you bring a woman into your life, she's gotta complement your life and become an asset, not a liability. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, what they'll do is they'll date a chick because she's bad, and she ends up being a liability. Like, you know, she has really bad habits with spending money. She has high debt. She doesn't understand the value of a dollar. You know what I mean? And these are all like very bad traits to take on for you as the man, because you got to understand that, like, when girls date up, right? So women date up. They typically want a guy that earns, I think it's shout out to Rollo Tomasi, around 58% more than they earn, right? So if she's in a lot of debt, she's going to expect you as her boyfriend or serious counterpart to help her. You know what I'm saying? And you as the man, let's face it, men, we're designed to provision and provide for. That's just how we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a man to provide and provision, it's like second nature for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why, like, if a chick pays on a date, she's going to be repulsed, versus like if you pay for a date, it's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm out on a date. Like, if a chick has to open her wallet and pay for your dinner, right? Because you're broke, right? And she didn't like plan it out or wanted to do it, then she's gonna be hardwired to be repulsed, because it goes far beyond you not being able to pay for the date. It shows that you're not secure financially. And when you're not secure financially, she can't really take you seriously. You know what I mean? Like, I always say, your earning potential as a man, and your ability to be financially secure is like the equivalent of, like, when you look at a chick, like, does she have a nice body? Does she have a nice booty, nice breasts, whatever it may be, nice long hair? Those feminine characteristics that you're turned on by when you look at a woman visually, that's pretty much her when she looks at you for your financial situation. And I know it sounds terrible to hear, guys, but yeah, women have a laundry list of requirements, and one of them is financial security. So when she deals with you and she has a lot of debt, she's gonna expect you to adopt that debt and help her. So,
so
I understand that. Go ahead.
I actually had a chick DM me the other day, and I was asking her on a date, right? And she was like, "Oh, I'm scarred." I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Oh, this guy I really liked took me on a date, and he made me pay for the meal." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, that's why I don't really trust people like that." I'm like, "Damn!" But now she's scarred for life, bro, because that guy made her pay for the date. So my thing is, like, those type of girls that have a lot of debt, bro, like, they have habits that will carry over to your relationship. So let's say you do marry that girl, or you take it like seriously, you give her your credit card, you bet your ass that she's gonna spend up to the limit, and then give it to you like, "Oh, you know, here's a bill." So just be careful about those girls, guys, because they can be very, very, very costly.